Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to TPL Live. Today is our Penguins versus Flyers post-game show. I almost said Sixers. Holy crap. We've done a lot of them. But today we're talking about our top takeaways. We're talking about our player of the game, and we are going to talk about how we grade today's performance. The Flyers moved to 1-0 on the season versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. They won 6-3, and joining me today is the co-host of the Flyered Up podcast. He is Amadeo Gracia. Follow him on Twitter at Amadeo Gracia98 and check out his YouTube channel, TTP Sports. What's going on, Amadeo?
Doing good. Flyers got to win their first game of the season. I am pumped. I am very pumped. Flyered up.
Dude, I think how much have we talked about during the watch party? Like the Flyers, do the Flyers have enough offense to get them to the Stanley Cup final? That is the question. That is the number one question. And sure enough, the Flyers put up 6 goals against the Penguins. They looked active, minus 80% of that second period, which is kind of brutal to watch. They looked really good, led by Gustafsson in that first period. That was just one of the shockers. But it was one of those weird games where almost like last year, the offensive production came from everyone, but everyone. It just came from every single person, from Farabee to you name it. And then sure enough, TK and Kevin Hayes at the end there got some goals. What was one of your takeaways?
It's just honestly the way just finally having NHL action back after so long. It felt nice. Joel Farabee, 4 points, 3 assists and a goal. And then you have Nolan Patrick, like you said, not playing a game in so long, and he gets a goal on the power play. It's just... This was a great game. Yes, that second period was terrible, but the Flyers, they responded in this game. When the Penguins scored, they responded. Penguins scored first, Flyers scored 2 power play goals. Penguins tied it in the second period. Joel Farabee gets a late one in the second. Penguins tied in the third. The Flyers score 3 unanswered. 3 unanswered. And they win the game 6-3. Just this game shows you right here, they have scoring all around the lineup.
Yeah, and that it has to be one of their biggest strengths of their roster, their depth. That Farabee goal at the end of that second period, man, stopped the bleeding. It stopped the momentum of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then sure enough, kind of the Flyers really got going there in the third period with 3 goals. Stars of the game. I know you're going to go Farabee, but I've been talking about this guy for very long. I'm going Nolan Patrick, and I'm really happy to see this guy get his first goal in his first game after 650 days. So it's one of those guys that the Sixers, I've done it. You can tell I've done 1 or 2 Sixers.
We have Sixers on the mind because of what happened today.
And it doesn't help when you have Harden stuff going through the chats.
Yep.
But the Flyers, they need Nolan Patrick, guys like Oscar Lindblom to be that 60-point kind of guy. Nolan Patrick to be that number 2 guy that he was picked in the NHL draft. So Nolan Patrick getting his goal, off his shoulders and ready to go for the rest of the regular season. That was huge. That is huge for the Flyers offense. What was your player of the game?
Player of the game, like I said, I'm going to go with Joel Farabee, but you can also point out a lot of our people, Nolan Patrick, like you said, Eric Gustafsson getting those 2 assists on the power play, just basically quarterbacking that second unit. JVR got a goal in this game. Michael Rothel with that finishing effort on one of the goal-ahead goals. Kevin Hayes, just this entire lineup. But Joel Farabee was he was on a different level today.
This was one of the most fun takeaways of the entire game. I can't believe I forgot it. But
the power play.
We talk about the power play, which was 7%, 52 opportunities or something in the playoffs. They were absolutely horrendous. They could not score on the power play. This Flyers scored on their first 2 power play opportunities tonight. And it was almost borderline hilarious. We were joking around, let's go 100%, because how ironic would it be to, on the season opener, to say the Flyers were 100% on the power play? They weren't, but they looked good. They were active.
Yep.
In the neutral zone. I was really impressed with tonight's performance. How would you grade tonight's performance?
I would give it an A-. It was a really good performance. That second period was a little bit iffy, but they found their way to get out of it. And that third period, just 3 unanswered goals. They closed the game out. That's what they do.
Yeah, I think A- is fair. You got to respect the Flyers' ability to really respond to every single time the Penguins tried to get momentum on their side, the Flyers had a response, and that is Alain Vigneault. Like, that is something that you look at the Flyers kind of the last several seasons. They were good, they were bad. They were good, they were bad. Not Alain Vigneault. This is a team that's going to be prepared. This is a team that's going to, I think, thrive in a season where they're going to be going up against divisional opponents where the Flyers have really thrived against, other than I'm not even going to name that team. But here we go. So the Flyers start 1-0 on the season. Life is good. It was a really fun game. For a first game that they played a scrimmage, for a first game, it was actually a really enjoyable game to watch. So any final thoughts before we do plugs?
It's like I said, you're going to expect some bumps down the road, but this is a fantastic start to this season. And it's funny, too, because we play the Penguins again on Friday, so that's going to be a fun matchup right there. It's just like, expect this throughout the entire season. It's all divisional play. You're probably going to be playing a lot of teams this 2 times in a row. It's going to be fun. Definitely really fun.
Mark Wagner says grade B+. The defense will take time to catch up. That was our biggest concern, really, was the defense. Can the defense rebound from losing from like a loss of Matt Niskanen? Gustafsson comes up, and makes a statement in that first period. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. On the 2 goals, he didn't get the 2 goals, but he was definitely involved. So everybody, thank you for watching. Plugs. Go ahead, plug.
Like I said, you can go follow me over at Twitter, Amadeo Gracia 98. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, TTP Sports. I'll definitely putting up a post-game recap of this game pretty soon, probably later in the night. And then also just stick tuned to the Fired Up podcast here on TPL. And we're probably going to have a podcast maybe the next day or so before the next game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So stay tuned to that. It's going to be a great week. Great weekend of hockey right here.
Love it. Love it. Vasilio says, I think A- because of defense. The power play is back in Philadelphia. Thank you, everyone here, for watching. This is the Painted Lines YouTube channel. Please smash that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. We put out multiple videos per day. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. It was great talking Flyers hockey. We'll be back in the very near future. For Amadeo, follow him on Twitter at Amadeo Gracia 98. For myself, have a good night, guys. Flyers win. Stay awesome.